This is a C-step. The fundamental move of this step is actually a 1 foot backwards inside edge, but don't panic. We're going to build up to that using a few drills which will make it a lot easier and help you gain your confidence. As always, hold on if you need to. We are going to do a inside edge, which is leaning on the big toe. This needs to be quite a deep inside edge. So if you're having trouble getting that inside edge deep enough, you might need to loosen your trucks a little bit. I'm going to put my foot at this angle, push really hard on that inside and make a C shape. And then come back and I'm going to point my foot out and make a C shape this way. So that's all we're doing, is getting the feel of that tight inside edge that we're going to need. Now you're probably going to have to push really, really hard on these two inside wheels to get this. That's why it's good to hold on. You want most of your weight on this foot. This is just here for balance. Most of your weight on here, and all of the weight on this foot's got to be on that inside edge. Once you've got the feel, what we're going to do is actually turn our whole body. So we're going to start here, but as this edge comes round, this shoulder is going to turn. And I'm going to end up facing this way. And then you're going to do the next inside here, and my body is going to turn again. You see how my foot's coming round as well? That's really important. Step here, push on my inside and take this shoulder round. See how I'm stepping wide to get this as well? That's important, to step wide so I can get the momentum. It's kind of like a spin where you pull in. It's the same theory. I've got to go wide so I can pull. I've got to have somewhere to go. With this, you need to build up so this becomes a fluid motion. Step. The momentum in this comes from this inside pushing you round. So if you're having trouble, think of pushing into the ground with this inside edge, and it goes like that. It helps if you make the sound, obviously. All the time you're practicing this, think about having most of the weight on the foot that's doing the inside. Most of my weight on here, most of my weight on here. Nice and fluid. Remember, we're building up to taking the foot off. But not yet, don't panic. If you're having trouble getting the feel of this inside edge, think of a forward pivot or a backwards pivot. You can get that inside. And also, it's the same momentum you get from an inside edge on a forward bubble. So go back to the basics and feel that inside, and then come back to this one and it should be easier. Now we need to start working up to one leg. We're going to do it slowly. We need to work on releasing the supporting leg. So at the moment we're here. So what I'm going to do is just put that foot in. So it's just supporting me. Now from here, when you feel confident, you can lift it. So it hasn't got to be a big lift at first. It can just be a little tiny one until you feel confident. The more confident you get, the more and higher you can lift it until you're doing the C-step. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye!